Action. Now that Wish is on Disney Plus, here's news for all the movies you'd rather be watching and their release dates.
These were out.
I wish these were out on Disney Plus.
Huge actual Pixar movie that's alleged sequel, Toy Story 5.
Which is not necessary and not needed and shouldn't be a fucking thing. And I'm actually mad about that it is a thing.
Yeah, we've talked about this.
We don't need 5 Toy Story
This
movies.
is coming out in July in 26 now, okay?
Mhm.
It got delayed from 2000, which, how far along are they on this movie if this was going to come out next year? Like, are you shitting me?
Yeah, they've been working on this one since 4 dropped.
They had to.
If you told me as a kid when I was watching Toy Story 1 and 2 and 3 wasn't out yet, that hey, there's going to be
I'd be like,
5 of
at
these
2
movies.
I would be excited.
I'm like, shut the fuck up.
At 2 I'd be like, oh great, because 1 and 2 are amazing.
Yeah.
And so is 3.
I guess.
But 3 is like, that, I don't think, there might not be a better
It's peak.
trilogy that exists,
peak.
honestly, of any movies.
Yeah.
Like, from character arcs, from Andy to everyone. And
Yeah.
then they hand it to a new kid, and then you don't need it. And they had it like, if you
anything.
wanted to do another 3 with
Do
the
like
kid,
a series
you could.
or whatever. Yeah. Yeah.
And then they go, let's trip on our dick and do a 4th one.
And now that's
and they
completely-
blow it all
Yeah,
up.
face plant in some dirt after we tripped on our dick and do a 5th one. Yeah.
I don't get emotional very much in movies. That 3rd one, when they're in that scene and it looks like they're going into the lava, and Pixar at that point had been known to do some things to make you cry, and you're like, oh, they might actually kill the toys, and it would make sense if
I
they
thought they
killed
were-
the toys.
I was in theaters and I'm like, no.
They
I'm
were like at an
I'm
hour
9
50. Like, this
watching
is it.
I'm
This
like,
is.
They're going to, I'm like, credits are going to roll
You're like,
after
no,
this
no,
scene.
no, when
They're
you're a
going
kid,
to
yeah.
die. Fuck. Yeah.
That's how good that movie was. And then 4 comes out, and I'm not going to deny and say there aren't funny parts in 4, because people are like, what about Duke of Boom? Yeah, Keanu's great. What about
Tony Hale.
Key and Peele? They're great.
Key
Tony
and
Hale's
Peele.
great.
All the new additions in 4 are needed.
But they had to carry the movie because the plot that was not needed because they used it to blow up the finality of the 3rd one, which capped everything. And you're like,
You could have easily shoved that plot into 3. Like Bonnie makes a toy also, and Tony Hale's in it. And Key and Peele are just in the daycare, and Duke of Boom's just in the daycare. And they go find Bo Peep, and she's just in the daycare in 3. Like, they could have just piled all that shit into 1 instead of a 4th movie that
you
really
could have had
doesn't
an
make
end credit
sense.
scene in 3 that Bo Peep gets dropped off at the
Boom.
daycare.
Mic drop. Boom.
That's it.
Hey, look, they're reunited.
There she was.
Yeah.
Yay. Like you said, little shorts and series every couple of years where they do a 20-minute special because all the toys are together. Then Bo Peep's back because she got dropped. That's your end scene to keep people hanging on for the series. But now you have to do more movies. You have to. You have to do 5 because
You ruined it with 4.
as much as people like 4, people do
4,
not like 4 like
I
3.
like watching 4 because it looks
It's a beautiful
fucking
movie.
amazing.
But story-wise, it's terrible compared to 3.
It's pretty weak.
And it blows it away.
Pretty weak. Yeah. Yeah.
So that,
So Toy Story 5,
Hopefully-
2026,
July.
right? Okay. Yeah, what else do we got? We got Moana news, right?
So Moana, the live action, it now got kicked out to the fall of
26. Yeah.
from 25. They were really feeling themselves thinking they were getting these movies out next year. And I'm just like, how?
Yeah, you're not.
And I think this got pushed more because they decided to make the Moana series into a Moana movie.
Mhm.
Now that comes out later this year.
But 26 is also the 10-year anniversary because it came out in 2016, Moana. So it makes sense to do
way
the
better.
live action adaptation in the year that
Stop
it's
trying to
actually the 10th anniversary of this movie. Instead of like, 25.
Get out as quick as possible.
Yeah, we could have waited a year and it would have been the 10th anniversary
Right.
and it would have made sense.
They're
Thank God.
They're kicking it out probably too because The Rock shoved his foot in his mouth.
Yeah,
So they
it's-
need that to.
It's not great. And they keep
Dumbass.
showing images of Moana too,
Yeah,
and
I
it
gotta
looks
turn
great.
that.
It looks
Sorry.
great, but like, we don't need a second one.
Mm-mm.
Make original content,
No,
please,
'cause
God.
the second one is the first one
Actually,
again.
don't make original content because then we end up with fucking Wish, and it's one of the worst Disney movies I've seen in the past 10
Yeah,
years.
you don't want a re-review of that one, guys.
Don't.
Because you won't
it's
like
bad. Yeah, I'm more negative on it, I think, after the rewatch. Which is rare.
It's a
but
ball
I am.
drop.
Yeah.
Watching that, I just see every single thing. We're going to get sidetracked. So
God,
Yeah, I don't
Super
know.
Saiyan or whatever. Like at this
I'm sure
point.
they'll go back and fill in spaces. You know how they like to do. You go back to some
I
spot
do.
where
I
you
do
can
know how they like to do.
squeeze in. Oh, there's we didn't explain this 20 minutes.
Yeah.
Let's make it a
Goddamn.
3-hour movie.
Let's give that Ace Ventura guy an origin story. Why is he working on kaiju teeth? Fucking A, dude.
It was bad.
It was really bad.
It was really bad.
I
And
disliked watching this movie.
the fact that the reviews are even in the 50% kind of makes my head hurt. Like,
it shouldn't be.
this has better reviews than